So let us see another important classification of the system, causal and non-causal system. So we have discussed that we have two types of systems, continuous time system and discrete time system. So let us define what is causal system and non-causal system. A continuous or discrete time system, a continuous or discrete time system is said to be causal if the output at any instant of time, depends on present and past values of input. That means the output at any instant of time depends upon present and past values of input, but not on future values of input. So let us see a very simple definition. That means a continuous time system or discrete time system is said to be causal when the system is said to be causal if the output at any instant of time depends upon generally the present and past values of input, but not on the future values of the input. So then such systems are called as causal systems. Suppose if the output depends on future values of input also, then the system is called non-causal or anti-causal system. That means if the system output depends upon the future values of the input also, then it is called as non-causal or anti-causal system. So you can, very important point is to note that, okay, causal systems are physically realizable. That means you can practically implement these causal systems. It is practically possible to implement these kind of systems, causal systems. So let us see one more definition of causal system. For example, in terms of impulse responses, say for continuous time system, what we have discussed impulse response is represented with h of t. That means if h of t is equal to 0 for t less than 0, this is a very important definition. If h of t is equal to 0 for t less than 0, then the system is said to be causal system. Similarly for discrete time system, what is impulse response? It is represented with h of n. h of n is equal to 0 for n less than 0. So these are the very important definitions for competitive exams. So if the impulse response is equal to 0 for n less than 0, so if these two conditions are satisfied, then the system is called as causal system. So let us see some of the examples on causal and non-causal systems. Let us see these questions one by one. Check whether the following systems are causal or not. So here I have given some of the questions. Let us check out whether these given systems are causal systems or not. So very simple questions. Let us see one by one. Let us see the questions one by one. What is the first question? The first question is y of t is equal to x square of t plus x of t minus 4. T minus 4. So substitute any value. For example, t is equal to 0. Let us substitute t is equal to 0. What is y of 0? Y of 0 is equal to x of 0 plus x of minus 4. Or if you substitute 1, 2, 3 or like that, or negative values also. So you can check that the output at any instant of time, the output at any instant depends upon present and past values of input. Present and past values of input. So therefore, as per the definition, the system is a causal system. The system is a causal system. You can simply say that because the output at any instant of time depends upon the present and past values of input. So in this way you can check that. So let us see the second example. So y of t is equal to x of 2 minus t plus x of t minus 4. Again let us substitute 0 in place of t. So y of 0 is equal to x of 2 plus x of minus 4. You can see that the output at any instant depends upon, this is the past input and this is the future input. Since the output at any instant of time depends upon future values of input, so such a system is called as, so what this system is called as non-causal system. You can say that this system is non-causal system. So let us see the third example. So y of t is equal to integral minus infinity to 3t x of tau d tau. Let us assume that the integration of x of tau d tau is say z of tau. Substitute the limits minus infinity to 3t. So it's just substitute in place of tau 3t and tau minus infinity. So therefore it will become z of 3t minus z of minus infinity. If you check any value, for example, if you substitute 0, z of 0, let us take another value. For example, y of 1. So y of 1, it will come out as z of 3 minus z of minus infinity. You can check that the output at any instant of time depends upon future value of input. So therefore what kind of system this is? This is non-causal system. So this is non-causal system. In this way you can check the system is non-causal system. So let us check the fourth example. On this causal and non-causal system. Let us see y of t is equal to x of t by 2. So for positive values, if you substitute positive values, for example say y of 0, so let us say y of 0, so what is this? X of 0. For example y of 1, x of 0.5, y of 2, let us say x of 1. That means the output at any instant of time depends upon either present or past values of input. Let us check it for negative values also. For example, if you substitute y of minus 1, so that is x of minus 1 by 2, so that is equal to x of minus 0.5. So that means the output at any instant of time depends upon the future value. You have to check different cases. The future value, so therefore this is a non-causal system. So this is a non-causal system. Let us check the fifth question. What is fifth question? So y of t is equal to x of sine 2t. So let us for example say y of minus pi. So substitute x of sine of minus 2 pi. So what is sine 2 pi? 0. X of 0. That means what is pi? Pi is generally minus 3.14. So that means the output at any instant of time depends upon future value of input. So what this system is? The system is a non-causal system. Non-causal system. You have to check for different values of t and you have to find out the system, causal or not. So let us see the sixth one. Y of n is equal to, this is straightforward, x of n plus x of n minus 2. So let us substitute n 0 in place of n. So x of 0 plus x of minus 2. So it depends upon present and this depends upon present and past values of input. So therefore what this system is? The system is a causal system. So causal systems are physically realizable system. All practical systems are causal systems. Remember that. So let us see the seventh example. Let us see the seventh example. So let us see the seventh example. So y of n is equal to x of 2n. You can easily say that if you substitute y of 1, you can easily say that x of 2. It depends upon future values of input. So therefore it is a non-causal system. This is a non-causal system. You can easily say that non-causal system. So let us take the eighth example. What is the eighth example? Y of n is equal to sine of x of n. If we substitute different values of n, you can see it for any value of n. For example, sine of x of 0. You can see for example 1, 2, minus 1, minus 2 like that. The output at any instant of time depends upon present value of input. So therefore this system is a causal system and as well as static system also. Let us see the last one. So y of n is equal to x of minus n. For example, you have to check for both positive values and negative values. For example, y of 0, so this is okay, x of 0. For example, y of 1, x of minus 1, that is depends upon positive values of input. For example, y of 2, so x of minus 2, the output depends upon positive values of input. For example, if you substitute y of minus 1, it will become x of 1. You can see minus of minus 1 will become x of 1. So therefore, this is the future value of input. The output at any instant of time depends upon future value of input. So therefore, what kind of system this is? This is a non-causal system. So in this way, you can verify whether the given system is causal or non-causal system. Thank you.